Good, y'all. It's Texture tapping in with y'all for another YouTube video and shit. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So this topic with Kyrie Irving is going viral where T-Mac said Jamal Tinsely is the best handler of the basketball that he's ever seen. And
And he's
a lot
not.
of people went into a
And he's not. Kyrie is the best handler. He's so shifty. Kyrie's one. He's him. He's that guy. He's just on a different level. He's on a different level. Like simple. He's actually on a different level. Jamal Tinsley compared to Kyrie, like come on, let's stop this shit right now, my nigga. Like simple.
uproar. You even see some people saying, "Who is this?" So Jamal Tinsley, for those that don't remember, you might not even remember the guy I'm about to mention, but back when Jermaine O'Neal career started to take off in Indiana, Jamal Tinsley was the point guard at the helm at that time. And Jalen Rose also was on that team. I know many will recognize that name. I think Reggie Miller, he played maybe a year or two with them, but this was in the early 2000s. Now, Jamal Tinsley is an incredible dribbler of the basketball.
He ain't better
You
than
think about him,
Kyrie.
you think about Skip Malou. When you start thinking about incredible ball handlers, you're like, they can tone it down for an NBA game, but if you put them out there at the playground, they'll do some incredible trickeration. You know what I'm saying with the ball, and Jamal Tinsley fits that bill. I'm showing a few of his clips right now, just so people can kind of see what T Mac saw when he was saying that.
He
But
cold, but he
Kyrie
ain't better
Irving,
than
you look
Kyrie.
at him; he has all of that. He's an incredible athlete, um, and I think Kyrie, one of the things he has is that agility and that balance, man, and the way he can dance with the ball, the way he's able to move. We're gonna look at a video of his balance, man. It kind of puts him over the top, in a lot of people's minds. But let's check out what T Mac said first. And we're going to get Kyrie Irving's reaction to this. Let's peek.
Still love watching Kyrie.
Is there anyone have you seen with a handle like that?
Yeah. Jamal Tinsley. You remember Jamal Tinsley? Man, I don't think nobody had better handles than Jamal Tinsley, even Kyrie. I think Jamal Tinsley handles was probably the best I've seen. That's an argument though, but
that's a good take.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah. He was nice with
No,
that
it's
thing on the
not.
stream.
He
I don't
nice,
think
but he
nobody
ain't-
had better handles than Jamal Tinsley, even Kyrie. I think Jamal Tinsley handles was probably the best I've seen. That's an argument though, but
that's a good take.
That's OD.
Yeah, he was nice with that thing on the stream.
When I see these things happen, right? When I see an OG like T-Mac come out and say, I don't think anybody had better than him, Jamal Tinsley, even Kyrie, it doesn't bother me because I'm a mix of all the great players that came before me. You got to understand.
Bro, Kyrie, stop being. I mean, I know it's in Kyrie's heart to be so humble, but you need to fucking voice who you are, nigga. I mean, you're that guy. You're him. You're spin move, make the crazy lay like you're one of them ones, bruh. Like, come on.
wouldn't be who I am without watching the guys that came before me. Right? I just took it to a whole different place. When it comes to every portion of my game, I feel like I try my best to pay homage to all the great ones that came before me. So when he's talking like this, I know he's talking about one of the guys that he's seen that has better handles, but I just don't think he has the same movement. Like Jamal Tinsley was not moving like me.
At all.
I don't think anybody moves like me. I think we have similarities. Others have similarities and they've advanced different things. But me creating a foundation on like just really teaching this generation how to still be having the street ball game. Like I play like I grew up outside, which I did. I grew up like I played on the playground. I just happened to make it to the league and the pros.
That's where you're going to see your best ball handlers. Now, you look at this video, Kyrie standing on two basketballs. That shows incredible core strength, incredible balance. He's doing his ball handling drills like it's just, like he's dribbling one basketball. It's not much thought into it. This is so routine for him. And you look right here, he's up there. He's doing the smooth criminal Michael Jackson movement. And that just kind of speaks to his agility to accompany with those amazing ball handling skills. And so Kyrie Irving, you look at the way he's able to do it, the ground he's able to cover, his quickness and his speed with it, and his ability to slip through tight cracks with the ball. It's something to behold. Now, if you look at the highlights I was showing earlier of Jamal Tinsely, you see how the passes were coming out of some of his moves because he was still kind of like a pass first point guard. Um, his ball handling looked incredible as well. He didn't have all that athleticism that Kyrie had, but he's a good one. This you could name a lot of players. Like I said, Pistol Pete Maravich, he's one up there. You can look all throughout the history of the game and the evolution of ball handling. But I do feel like at a point and maybe like I don't know, you start talking about Isaiah Thomas and those guys, the ball handling hasn't gotten like much better around the board since then. When you start talking about the elite ball handlers, Kyrie is an elite one, but there's guys back in the 90s, who have the ball handling skills of the guys today. Um, these guys, they have an imagination. And you look no further, for Kyrie Irving, look no further than his godfather, Rod Strickland, right? That's who you would learn from. That's who he would learn from. And Rod Strickland is another amazing handler of the basketball. And so, even Chris Jackson, what did he change his name to? Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. He's an amazing. So these guards, I would say, you start talking about late 80s, early 90s, and the evolution of basketball handling. Um, Typically, a lot of your best ball handlers are gonna come from the street background. They're gonna play at the park because you're gonna have an imagination, and you're gonna do things and have the confidence to do things out there. Just playing all day at the park and then working on your game. It's gonna be different than someone who's drilled and coached coming up, in a YMCA league, but they never play on the blacktop and pavement. Typically, your best handlers of the basketball will come from that blacktop, and that's just what it is. But Kyrie Irving, like I said, Kyrie Irving, top tier, top tier. And his offensive game to go with it, man, really kind of highlights that. Not only that, him being ambidextrous, that's another thing to look at with his ball handling. He can do everything with his left hand that he can do with his right hand. Everything from patting the rock to passing the ball to shooting. I mean, he'll win a game shooting a left-handed jump shot. So a lot of people, they think as far as a ball handler, and I think it's also how you define that, right? You just talking about patting the ball, or you're talking about the combination of dribbling the ball, shaking defenders, and then do you count it all the way to the shuffle pass, over the head pass, like you seen that Jamal Tinsely did behind his head? Are you counting all that as ball handling? Because I remember there was a drill we used to do where you start with a basketball up by your neck, wrap it around your neck, around your waist, around your uh the back of your knees, and then you go back up by your midsection, up above your neck, repeat. And that's one of those things where you are showing like your control of the basketball. And while you're not actually pounding it on the floor, that is still handling the ball. And so you'll see a lot of them when they're coming down, even like the Jamal Crawfords and them. You know how you do that little behind the back side step? That's still handling.
Oh, yeah, that's the end of this little video. Kyrie's better than this nigga Jamal Tinsely. Let's just keep it a buck. Like Kyrie's just too shifty. Like their movements are completely different. Like Kyrie just moves way better with the ball. He's a better ball handler, for being honest. But hey, it's up for debate. This is the end of this little video. This might be a little 3-piece today, maybe 5-piece. I don't even know how many vids I'm about to record because I haven't posted in 7 days. But yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one.